asked me to run the meeting today since he'll be on the Zoom call. So that's why you get to deal with me tonight. So first of all, I'd like everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, everyone. And Sylvia, roll call.
Mayor Mays.
Here?
Here.
Sir.
Council President Rosner.
Here?
Councilor Garland.
Here.
Councilor Young. Here. Councilor Scott.
Here.
Councilor Giles.
Here.
And Councilor Rouse is absent.
Thank you, Sylvia. And approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Taylor. Any discussion on the motion? Didn't think so. So all in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? And motion passes. Thank you. Next is we're moving on to our consent agenda. We have A through H tonight. And just a note to the public on this, there was a minor update on C, Resolution 2022-055. We added a name to that, Daniel Vance. Prior to the initial packet that went out had TBD in that. And then we also added Resolution H, which is 2022-060, is new tonight. We just added that in the last. It's actually on the website. We have copies in the room if anyone would like to see exactly what that is. So on the consent agenda, again, we have multiple items here. We have A, approval of the June 19th, 2022 City Council meeting minutes. B, Resolution 2022-054, appointing Alan, I know I'm going to get this wrong, Raplia as interim city attorney. Resolution C, 2022-055, forming and appointing the members of a technical advisory committee to update the 2021 economic opportunities analysis. And as I noted earlier, that's where we added the name. Item D, Resolution 2022-056, authorizing the city manager to sign a service order with 1547 CSR Pittock Block LLC for data center space and connectivity. Item E, Resolution 2022-057, authorizing the city manager to enter into the Washington County Emergency Management Cooperative Intergovernmental Agreement. Item F, Resolution 2022-058, authorizing the city manager to sign a professional services contract with KPFF Consulting Engineers for 100% design level of the Highway 99 pedestrian overcrossing project. Item G, Resolution 2022-059, reappointing Casey Chin to the Cultural Arts Committee or Commission. And last but not least, item H, Resolution 2022-060, authorizing the city manager to acquire real property. And that's the item that, as I noted before, we added.
I move consent.
Second.
That was a race. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Mayor Mays. Discussion on the motion? No. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Council. So now we will move on to citizen comments. I apologize. I was just making sure this doesn't have anything to do with our hearing later on tonight. All right. RJ Kloss. Thank you for coming tonight. Just go ahead and state your name and your address and let us know what you want to talk about.
A little bit harder for green.
Push and hold.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. This is part of an effort to exhaust administrative rights and reach finality, because it now looks like there is little or no chance we'll stay out of litigation with the city. Now, it is amazing to me the things that come down. For instance, one of your planners made the preposterous statement that the fees to appeal were to cover their costs. That's not true. We were on the committees when Walt Hitchcock was mayor, and Walt Hitchcock is the one that introduced that, and he introduced it specifically to discourage appeals. And he said so, made no bones. But he was not a Keith Mays, although he unfortunately brought Mays into the town. And you could talk as long as you did not repeat yourself. So all of us, including Lou Fasano, who was ready to litigate over it, God rest his soul, decided to leave that in place. Your planners are here, and they are not lawyers, but continually they act like it. Now, in only one state did APA, the American Planning Association, ever get their people registered and required to be certified to work in the state, and that lasted just long enough for the lawyers to slam the governor around a few times. And sure, these people are not professionals, they're not lawyers, and they should not be practicing the law. And that's what's happening here. Every time you don't look at a code, your planners start interpreting it. Now, Joyce Sober, as much as I like Joyce, can't do anything about it because he really works for the city council. He now works for Barry Elsner and Hammond. God help him. It's just turning into a zoo. You don't have an attorney that you can talk to about what you're doing. So you're forcing litigation. And that's a bad road to go down with me because I will not litigate over money. I will litigate over principle. If you don't believe me, ask Bill Cohen of the U.S. Justice Department. When he was forced to settle an 8-year suit with us, he said, "You want what you wanted day one, and that's all. Are you an idiot? We've almost bankrupted you." I said, "I didn't litigate this for money, and when this litigation starts, you're in the same boat. You're picking on elderly people. Mays is clearly taking zoning away from us, and in spite of what your charter says, he is continually passing zoning on to contributors of his." It's a made-to-order lawsuit for what's wrong. When I taught planning, and I've taught it in university level, particularly Canada, I taught them, if you
and the appeal documents and conduct a public hearing considering solely the evidence already in the record. In making this decision,